So the other day, my daughter and I were having to sit in the car and we're having a little drive around and we're having a little chat. And she's like, Dad, tell me about why Gen X was so different. Because, like, I hear everything about, like, oh, you're the forgotten generation. You're the invisible generation. Oh, you guys are built tough. You guys are built harder. Blah, neglect parents. Tell me, oh, ancient, decrepit one, why is the Gen X? And I thought about it for a second. Then I said, okay, kiddo, I have a story to tell you about when I was 7 or 8 years old. So I went with my parents to a car dealership. And my parents were looking for a car. And at the car dealership, they had this like little booth cubby thing that looked like a car. And inside the booth cubby thing was a little TV, and it showed vintage cartoons. And this is where you put the kid, because the kid was put somewhere, because the kid wasn't brought with you. The kids weren't acknowledged. They were this feral thing that you took with you places because that's what was expected. So my parents put me into the cubby box, and they said, stay here until we come get you. And I said, cool. I had an apple, I had a bottle of water, I had a bag of trail mix. This was my best day ever. I got to sit in a dark box with snacks and watch cartoons while my parents did boring adult crap. And because all Gen X kids are terrified of their parents, I just stayed there. I'm like, yeah, okay. They said stay here. I'm going to stay here until they come get me because that's what they told me to do. I have supplies. I'm good to go. I suppose I should have been grateful that they left me with snacks. So I'm in the box for an indeterminate amount of time, just vibing, living my best life, watching cartoons, when all of a sudden the curtains ripped back and my mother says, oh my God, Alexander, what have you been doing? As I've been sitting here watching the show, eating the trail mix because you told me to stay here. And she said, we left the dealership and we went to Target. And we were at Target when we realized we didn't have our kid. And then I got in trouble because my parents forgot me. Like, seriously, I was grounded for a week because my parents forgot me at a car dealership. And that is what it's like to grow up Gen X. I will say that was some pretty banging trail mix.